Starting every day with like some sort of form of physical exercise is actually amazing. Like I really enjoy that feeling. Just you have a feeling after you've showered and all that, where everything just feels really good. I'm currently working for a tech company here in China, and after my first week of work, everything stopped because now we have the Chinese New Year. Now the Chinese New Year is a really big deal here. It's kind of like the December Christmas period in the United States. So the city has lost a lot of the population because a lot of people in Shenzhen don't actually live in Shenzhen, or their family isn't based in Shenzhen. They just come here to work. So the population has definitely dropped a lot. I can see that there are very few people actually in the streets, paired with the fact that a lot of stores and all are closed. So now is a great time for me to get some internal work done. I kind of want to develop a bit more of a physical routine where I'm running every day, reading a little bit, and working on my work again, whether it's YouTube stuff. I do want to get ahead a little bit on the work at my company, because after this first week, there was definitely an information overload, paired with the fact that a lot of the information is in Chinese. So I'm going to be working a bit on my Chinese, as well as familiarizing myself with the tools that this company uses, so that when everyone gets back from the break, I have a bit of momentum already and I don't feel like as behind. I don't feel behind right now, but I definitely feel like I could get further ahead. Another thing I want to look at within the following days is getting a camera for photography. I do say I enjoy video a lot more than photography, but there are so many places here that I wish I could take a picture other than with my phone. So I really want to get like a really old, maybe Canon camera that's strictly for photography, maybe a DSLR, or the newest maybe would be like a Canon RP, something so that I can use the RF lenses also with the Komodo, but just something to have in my pocket, just something to have in my everyday bag, or something small where I can take really good quality pictures, because there's so much to capture here, and that's definitely something I look forward to. I just realized I've been flashing you guys, so let me put on a shirt. Before we start work, it is about that time where we do grab something to eat. So here, what you do is you go in the app WeChat, which is basically where you do everything here. You can pay your rent here, you can order food, and it's the main messaging app for everyone here. Almost everyone you interact with, whether it's a colleague or a friend or someone at a store that you like, you add them on WeChat so that you can talk with them later on and connect. It's also a bit of a social media. But anyways, you swipe down, and I have this app where there's this cute yellow dog, and this is where I order food. Now I know a lot of the places are closed today, so I have to be wary of that, and there might actually be a bit of a delivery fee, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I do have to translate everything into English because I don't understand anything. I think what I'm looking for right now is definitely one of my previous orders, a Korean spicy noodles with some chicken. That just slaps. And it's 37.8 RMB or yuan, which is a little bit, I'd say 5 or 6 yuan more than I usually pay, and that's just because it's the new year, so delivery is more expensive because there are fewer drivers. But either way, this meal for one person ordered to my house, 37.8 RMB. Hey Siri, what's 37.8 yuan to USD? $5.22. That's been ordered, should be here in about 20-30 minutes, which is great. The next thing I wanted to talk about is setting up my apartment a little bit more to make more videos. I am shooting with the Red Komodo, which is not as good in low light compared to the FX3, so I'm not as versatile in terms of my environments where I can shoot. I'm just in front of my window right now. I don't have any professional lighting. This lighting seems to be pretty good, and because the dynamic range of the Komodo is so good, I don't think I have a lot to worry about. But I did bring one of my video lights. It's just missing a C-stand and a softbox, so I might be heading to Huashuang Bay, which is like the tech market area, to find some video lights or video light equipment so that I can make more videos. That said, I am really enjoying this natural lighting look. I'm very grateful to the company I work for because they gave me a maxed out, pretty much M3 Pro MacBook Pro, which is super powerful. I've been using the M1 and this thing is great. Like when I'm doing work, I tried editing my last YouTube video on it and it was so good, so fast compared to the M1. And when I have to give this back to work, I'll definitely buy one myself. Although the RED files are not as heavy and cumbersome as people expect, and the silicon chip in these computers does a really good job at decoding it, a more powerful computer definitely makes the process a lot nicer. I mean, I'm still shooting 6K raw in 16-bit color, and I'm shooting at the lowest compression, so technically the lowest quality, but still kind of heavy files, and yeah, so powerful computers are nice. So my work also for today is going to be communicating with a few people externally, because I have some open projects in the US and Europe that I want to kind of figure out, because there's some people who I've been working with freelance and some people who wanted to start working freelance with me, but I moved here. So I'm going to see if I can just help them in a consulting manner, after work or on a weekend. There's this MMA fighter in Los Angeles, and he was asking for me to be his content creator. I was like, listen, I'm moving, so it's going to be really difficult. But now he's asking if I can just give him tips and advice on growing his page. He's struggling getting a content out and wants to be consistent with it. So I could offer some sort of consulting chat with him. So let's send that audio message right now. Hey man, unfortunately, I'm gonna be in China for the next year or so, but I do have some free time, especially because our time zones aren't really matched up. So if you want to have a consultation of sort, or if you need help with editing work, I can definitely help you with that and be somewhat of a social media manager for you. So let me know if you want that. I can tell you right now, it's something that's very beneficial. I messed up. Let's try that again. I make mistakes too, guys. Hey man, unfortunately I'm not going to be there for a while, but if you do need help, I do have some free time here, especially because our time zones do not align. So if you want, I can help you with some consultation work, or be, a bit of a social media manager for you, as well as an editor. I can do that from a distance. I do have quite a bit of experience with social media and managing it. So if that's something you're interested in, I can tell you it's very beneficial, because it just allows you not to have to worry about it, not to focus on it, sorry. And in that way you can, just focus on your craft. The only thing is you would still need some sort of a videographer or photographer, but I can do all the rest for you. That wasn't a perfect message, but I'm still trying to keep contacts in the Western world. All right, so while my food gets here, I wanted to talk about something real quick as I watch people from outside of my window. One of the most common phrases I've heard since I've been here: what you're doing is very brave, moving here with no one, here alone in a society that's completely different than what you're used to and all that. But to me, I think this is what's beautiful about it. And this is something that I'm really proud of, actually, because I've moved a few times in my life, and this is one of the first times that I'm actually moving for strictly work because of a job I got. I've never really struggled to get jobs. I think it's because I started at a really young age, around 15, 16, let's just say, with taking video and stuff like that more seriously. Granted, at that era, it wasn't serious at all. It was really jokes what I used to do. But, I kind of got obsessed with it around 16, 17. And from there, I just didn't really do much else. I didn't really hang out with friends that much. I never really partied that much. Very, very little. I spent very little time doing anything else. So I had very small friend groups, never really knew what was going on in the world. I missed out on a lot of fun things. I think that's how people described it back then. And I don't know, I was always trying to learn as much as possible and do whatever I could to do what I love to do, which is shooting videos, and find a way to make money off of it. Now, it's a really long, tedious process, I'll say. There's a lot of things, definitely a lot of things go wrong in this process. You have bad work experiences, you don't get paid sometimes, dealing with really shitty clients, just really bad experiences. And this is something that I kind of want to say to all of you guys. If there's something that you really want to do, literally start now. Like, even stop this video and start whatever it is, and just try to get yourself into that industry somehow, even if it's at the lowest level. Because trust me, the people you'll meet, the experience you'll get is going to lead you towards jobs and opportunities you didn't even know existed. Never, when I started making YouTube videos, which I have a small YouTube channel, don't get me wrong, but In the early stages, I was making trick shot videos with my friends back in high school, and then I was trying to be as cinematic as possible. But never in that time would I imagine being flown to China to work on this new social media product that's going to be released, to help or be a part of it. You know what? I can't go into too much detail, but it's really something that when you look back, which I try not to look back that often because, looking back, it's easy to get happy or excited about how far you've come. But often, I always want to go a little bit further, a bit further. And it's just like such an exciting, long process. And I've had a lot of jobs, worked in Paris quite a bit, a lot of freelance there. Italy, worked, a lot of jobs there in the content creation space. And obviously around Europe a little bit, London, Spain. And traveled a lot just to shoot. I really was obsessed with this stuff, and I didn't do anything else really. Every time, even I'd go on vacation, I would bring camera gear and just try to get some sort of content just because I was really passionate about it. And even if I posted on social media and it didn't do well, I didn't care. I just wanted to do that. And that's kind of that mindset that I think you need to have to achieve whatever you want. And I've been offered things in different industries, and I've seen opportunities in other industries that might have been more consistent or might have been more stable. But in my one guaranteed life, because maybe I don't know if there's an afterlife, no one does, no matter what you believe in, this is the one guaranteed life. Just going all in on that has been the best decision I've ever made. And don't get me wrong, there were tough moments over the past years, but really being consistent with something that you love, that you're passionate about, I promise you will get you where you want. Because really there's no way of failing. There's going to be ups and downs, but there's no way of failing unless you actually just give up completely. Like out of the many downs, financially down with literally so little money, moments where I'm really uninspired and I'm really questioning, like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, my food is coming. Really questioning, like, what I'm doing. I didn't mean to curse. It's really just a beautiful thing to be able to sit here now, in a different country, learning another language, and just, grow. And I don't want to say this in like a selfish way. I want to say this as much as possible in a way that's like for you guys as well. I want to help you guys. Actually, that message wasn't my food. That was the guy asking how much my services are. So we'll get into that while we eat. But, I've gotten almost every job I wanted off of LinkedIn. If you want, I can teach you guys a little bit more about getting these paid jobs in the creative content creation space from LinkedIn. Anyways, I didn't mean to give you such a yapathon, but I think it's really important for you guys to take your life seriously. I think the one avenue I haven't succeeded as much as I wanted in is YouTube, which is why now that I have like this stable job that I actually quite like and is going to be pushing me in a brand new environment, I'm going to be making weekly YouTube videos because YouTube is something I want to grow more. It's given a lot of opportunities, and whatever it is you guys want to do, whether it's content creation, YouTube. I have a best friend of mine who wants to become a chef. My girlfriend wants to work in horticulture with plant stuff and all that is really beautiful stuff. And my message to everyone really is fucking full send it. Don't listen to anyone else. Definitely, that's a big one. Not listening to other people, because if you listen to other people, you're going to end up not doing what you want to do like them, because everyone's advice is maybe good, but good to end up down the same path as them. So unless they're doing exactly what you want to do, don't listen. Really just pave your way, make mistakes, figure it out, and just keep going. Take the shit jobs just so that you have enough money to survive, and spend the rest of your time investing in what you actually want to do, because trust me, it is worth it. I'm 24, my career is kind of just starting, and I feel like I've been saying that for a few years now. And I say that if I do this stuff for the rest of my life, I feel like I'll be really happy. And I know happiness maybe isn't the best way to look towards life. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but doing what you love to do is innately extremely valuable. So work towards that. I'm starving and the food's almost here, so let's go pick it up. Actually, what am I doing? I have this potential client here that I can get some extra. Oh my God, I just dropped my phone on cement. I'm so lucky this phone has not broken already because I've dropped it so many times. It just has a tiny little scratch. Anyways, so he's asking how much I charge. So I've offered social media management role as well as editing. So I'm gonna say how much it's gonna cost for one, and then how much it's gonna cost for both. And let's see what he says. I like to send audio messages because, you know, people get more of your tone. So whenever you're dealing with people, it might be annoying for them to listen to, but I feel like if it's something they're actually interested in, listening to you say the numbers, talk about the deal, just gives a lot more information if you're providing actual value than just texting. So you're saying, how much do you charge for your services? Okay, so let me think about this for a second. For me, if I'm going to be giving him social media, oh, Tom's awake. I got to turn off my radio. If I'm going to give him social media management assistance, let's just say, I would like to offer that for something really low, because for me, this is something I'll just be doing part-time and all that. I still have a full-time job that pays really well. But, you know, I'm always looking for more opportunities. It's not just about the money. The connections and all are just as important. I also want to keep it on retainer. So I'm going to say something, I think as low as $400 a month, which would be really little. $400 a month for the social media management stuff, and then I think I'm gonna bring it to 600 for just 200 more to edit like one piece of content per week. I can do. If he wants more, it'll cost more. So yeah, let's send that. Okay, so I think it would depend really what you want. I can offer you like a pretty low amount, not because of the low quality, but because I know you're just getting started, and just so you can try me out as well as I try you out as someone to work with. So what if we say $400 a month for the social media management part? So I'll help structure your social media to have a stylized feed and decide what content should be made to be posted on your Instagram. And if you want me to edit for you, I can give you possibly if it's vertical videos and stuff, I can give you 2 videos per week for like an extra 200 or so for the month. So really cheap stuff, again, not in quality, just in price, so we can get familiar with each other. So I would say if you want all together, we can do 600, and you let me know how you like it, and we can kind of already start scheduling calls so that we can, test things out, figure things out, and see what's best for your page. Okay, that wasn't the best, but whatever, I did it all in one. And, I kind of also explain a bit more about what I'm offering. So we'll see what he says. All right, the food just arrived. I like the fact that I buzzed my haircut. Look, I buzzed my hair, so now I can wear hats and look like an actual entrepreneur. But anyways, let's get that food. I'm really not used to the fact that I don't need house keys. Like, I don't have house keys. So I have a code or my fingerprint to get in. So I'm getting used to just walking outside of my house. And I just stop always at the entrance, like, oh fuck, did I bring my keys before I close the door? But no, I don't have keys. What's nice is that my floor is also open. That might be a good thumbnail. And it is sunny beyond words. And yeah, this is Shenzhen. My building is connected to like a biotech building. Crazy stuff. Anyways, let's get my food. I'm actually very much liking filming on my phone. What if that would be such a twist. After all this yapathon with camera gear, what if I actually just switch to using my phone? So here are these pickup boxes. Mine's in 57, which is this one right here. So let me figure out how this works. I think I just scanned my WeChat, so let me do that. Once I scan the QR code and then just press open, and then 57 opens, and it's kind of warm in here, so it keeps your food nice and warm. And yeah, there you go. So the facial recognition of my building has kind of been inconsistent, so they retook my photos. Let's see if it works. So we have this camera here. There you go. This place is crazy. All right, we're back. I'm on the phone with Tom right now. I'm not gonna show you guys what he's doing, but content would definitely be banned if I show you what Tom was doing right now. Anyways, we got some Korean fried chicken right here. And some Korean and some Korean spicy noodles. This food slaps, so. Flu right now. I've been working on a few things. One is I was kind of looking to see if I should get an Apple Watch to track my runs. I did a quick poll on my Instagram and most people said don't get it, but I also feel like most of the people don't actually run, or maybe they started it but don't do it very consistently. But 83% of the vote said don't get it. Sitting around watching this much. Plus I have an entire city to explore, so I have to leave a certain amount of money in my American account. It's more of the mindset focusing of just how to make more. So I'm looking for other avenues. I've been on LinkedIn. I really have so many things to do and I'm really excited for it. And yeah, so happy Chinese New Year. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video, right? Peace.